everybody. I'm Anna Huthmaker with Huthmaker Violins, and I'm here with my awesome friend, Brennan Godman. How you doing?
Good. How are you, Anna?
I'm doing great. So we're going to actually talk a little bit real quickly about the upcoming Violin Society of America convention. Have you ever been to
Yeah,
a convention before, Brandon?
I have. I've been going to them since 2014 now.
So how come, tell me what you do in the music world.
So I like to tell people I am where my two passions cross, and that's playing fiddle and then the violin trade. So I run a fiddle shop, which is called the Fiddle Mercantile in San Francisco here. And I play full time, well, not full time, I play professionally. I mean, everything we do these days is full time, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I've been playing professionally since I was in my late teens, and then on the road with various artists and bands, and then I've also been doing work in violin shops since my mid-teens, actually.
So you do restoration work as well?
Yeah, yeah.
Awesome.
I don't want to say I'm gonna do the top restoration work like Strads and stuff, because only a few people do that. But yeah, repairs, setup, all of that good stuff. I'm extremely interested in doing work on the bench, and it's been a big passion of mine for years now.
So tell me what you get when you go to the VSA conventions. What is there for you? Because it's really interesting because I always know you as a performer. So, but I didn't realize you were doing restoration work, which is awesome. So tell me, like, what does the convention do for you? What's your favorite part, I should say?
Well, the favorite part for me is to get around all the colleagues, everyone who's doing the same thing that we're doing in their own personal, unique way, right? So you get to see, I mean, just all the, I've always been a self-proclaimed fiddle geek. So to be around these people who, some of them are fantastic players, and then other people I've been following their blogs and, their making since I got the internet when I was like in the 9th grade in high school, So I remember the first time I saw Sam Zygmuntovich, I was like awestruck, So it's really interesting because for me, it's the same way I felt when I went to some of the first like bluegrass conventions as a player. I go to the VSA and I meet a lot of heroes who I really look up to their work, or I've seen their work, and dealers, I mean, just the Chris Roonings, the Jim Warrens, the Claire Given. I mean, everybody who's just milling around there.
Don't you find too, like with the first few VSA conventions I went to, I found myself surprised and really appreciative of the fact that all the big boys and girls, the big famous people, they're just so nice, and it's like everybody is a colleague. Everybody. It doesn't matter which aspect you're coming from, which level you're on, how long you've been in business.
Yeah, it's a family. I mean, it really is a really big kind of family that you get together and catch up with people. I mean, the happy hours are always fantastic, but then, all of the lectures, the exhibit hall where you can go and see the new instruments on exhibit. You can see the competition instruments on a competition year. Where all of the exhibitors set up and the dealers sell their, all of their products. I mean, I spend way too much money at the VSA every year. And then to, connect with colleagues prior to, because I've always been dealing in vintage instruments and bows and trading and doing wholesale and retail. And I mean, just the trades that happen at the VSA are really fun. I mean, it's a 24/7 event for me. I have to rest after I leave.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, so here's what's interesting. So, as you know, this year it's going to be a digital convention or a digital conference. So, and I'm actually really excited for all the great stuff that brings, because I love going to VSA, but I don't have a whole lot of money for a plane ticket right now to California. I don't have a whole lot of money for a hotel room and all that kind of stuff. So I'm kind of really looking forward to it. Have you ever been to a digital convention?
I've not done a full convention, but I have participated in workshops and stuff that are now happening, and festivals that are happening online. I mean, I've played I guess, 3 festivals now that have been, presented online. And it's really, you have to think outside of the box, but it is really fun. And it's got its own unique advantage too, or list of advantages. So I'm excited to see how the VSA, how we do this.
Well, I tell you, it looks like all the aspects of a regular convention are going to be there. I think that there's going to be some really interesting, great ways to enhance it that on digital, we'll be able to get a closer look at some of the instruments. We're still going to have sponsors. We're still going to have, as far as I know, like happy hours and get-togethers and that kind of thing, which is my favorite part because I'm kind of social.
We've got to have the talent show.
Yeah, oh, absolutely, absolutely. So let me ask you one more thing, because I've only taken part in one digital conference. For me, I was a little worried because I'm not all that digital savvy, but it was a piece of cake. Have you found these festivals that you're attending online, have you found it to be easy or hard?
Especially as we get farther from the start date of COVID and the shutdown, things are getting easier and easier because, number one, we're all doing this regularly now. And a lot of these organizations have more lead time to get ready and to prep their viewers and their participants to really know how they can engage and know how to participate and not get frustrated. And I mean, I've even been a part of one where they have a call center, set up to where it's like, okay, you can't get your Zoom working. Let me talk you through this. So I think there's any issue you can Google at the moment, and you're going to find blogs and blogs and blogs about how to fix it. So I think if you're, not tech savvy, you're still going to be able to participate and have an enjoyable time.
I think so too. Well, it looks like the planning committee has put a lot of work into making sure the platform's really easy and user-friendly. And so I will tell people watching this video, if you were smart enough and tech savvy enough to push play and watch this, you totally can attend the VSA convention for sure. Absolutely. So it is going to happen November 13th to the 19th. And I would like to encourage anyone that sees this, if you're not already, please go follow VSA on Facebook and on Instagram. We're going to have lots of videos with people who are going to be doing sessions, Q&A, different sponsors, that kind of thing, so you can really get to know the people beforehand. And you can shoot questions off, and we'll put updates for any new information there as well. So, yeah. Brandon, thank you. And I'm kind of excited. So we don't have to wait until then to get together and have a cocktail hour, but I would love to do that with you sometime and hear you do some playing.
That sounds great. Thanks, Anna.
All right. Have a good day, sweetie.